My name is Fran Chismar. I am the Sultan of Sales at Pinelands Nursery, and today I'm going to speak to you about the importance of local provenance. So, when you're referring to native plants and provenance specifically, you're looking at the origin of the seed. Where was the seed born? Where did the seed come from? Not where the plants are grown, but where the seed originates. So let's use a broad example. If you were to go to a local floodplain, say you go to your closest river and you go to a plant community at a floodplain. For us, that would be the Delaware River. So when you look at this plant community, it's evolved over hundreds, sometimes thousands of years. So it's adapted to the hydrology, the weather, the soil conditions, the salinity, if that's a factor. And there's a lot of factors that it's worked through. And in that community, these plants interact. So you have plants that become more prevalent because maybe they have a higher tolerance for colder weather, and some that don't. You have the genetic diversity within that community because it's all coming from seed. So you have certain plants that have some attributes that do better, some that do worse, communities that get bigger and smaller, and it evolves together over time. And that's genetically encoded within their seed source. So now let's get a little bit more specific. Let's take a specific plant and talk about that. Our native redbud, Cercis canadensis. That's native here in New Jersey, but it's also native in a wide range of places in the United States. It's native here in Florida. It's native here in Texas. So if you were to take seed from a Cercis canadensis from Florida and grow it there and ship it to New Jersey. Now this seed hasn't experienced a northeast winter, so it doesn't have that genetic coding. So if you grew it in Florida, shipped it to New Jersey, is it going to survive? Maybe during establishment, maybe it doesn't, because it's not used to our harsh winters as soon as it has a harsh winter. So it's because it's where the seed comes from, not where it's grown. So if you were to take New Jersey seed for a redbud, ship it to Texas, and grow it, then ship it back to New Jersey, would it survive? Yes, because it's a New Jersey seed source. It doesn't matter where that plant is grown. It matters where the seed comes from. Now, you can't take a Texas redbud, grow it here, ship it here, and expect it to survive the winter. Maybe not going to happen. So that's one example. Now, climate is just one concern. Let's take another example. Sweet flag is another plant that's native here in New Jersey, but also native in other parts of the country like Nebraska. So here in New Jersey, sweet flag has a salinity tolerance. It can take brackish conditions. It's never experienced brackish conditions here in Nebraska. So if you were to take seed from Nebraska for sweet flag and grow it here and ship it to New Jersey and put it in a brackish condition, is it going to survive? More than likely it's not. But if you took New Jersey seed, shipped it to Nebraska, grew it, shipped it back, put it in a brackish condition, okay, because the seed was born in New Jersey. It's genetically adapted to those conditions. It's where the seed comes from, not where it's grown. So we're going to get even more local and more specific. On the coast of New Jersey, our local bay grass is Spartina alterniflora, or smooth cordgrass. Actually, now it's called Spirobolus alterniflorus. It's all through the bay on New Jersey. Now, the smooth cordgrass that grows here in New Gretna blooms a week to 2 weeks earlier than the smooth cordgrass that grows here in Secaucus. So if you take this seed and grow it and plant it up here, those plants still bloom the same time that these plants do. There's a week to 2 weeks difference. You're creating two distinct communities. So you have this seed blooming 1 to 2 weeks earlier, and then this seed blooming. So if you have migrating animals that feed on that, they come here and feed, and then they go up here. By the time they work their way up there a week to 2 weeks later, this plant is supposed to be blooming. But if you use this seed and plant it here, it's not blooming anymore. It's already passed out. They're out of luck. So it works on small scales and large scales. The importance is not where the plant is grown, where the seed, what the provenance is for that seed, where the seed originates. And that's the importance of local provenance when dealing with native plants and restoration.